How are we doing, everybody? Welcome to the next section of the market structure course. Now, what we're going to be going over today is the change of character. Now, within structure and within the markets and the way that we trade, we have different kinds of structural breaks. Now, we've gone over two of them already, and this will be the third. So the first one that we had is a break of structure, which is a break of swing structure, which overall gives you your overall direction and sort of narrative for the direction you're going to play and the swing points within that market. So you know if you have a bullish swing structure on a specific time frame and you've got bullish swings, you have an expectation when price is in a bullish trend to put in a new higher low, to then take the weak higher high and to put in a new protected higher low. Now, what we know as well is we've then got our internal breaks of structures, which are breaks of structures that occur within swing structure. So swing structure gives you your overall direction, okay? And then the internal structural breaks are these breaks of structures that happen within swing structure and do not change the direction of your overall swing structure, okay? But we know that what internal structure is lower time frame swing structure. Hopefully that makes sense to you after the videos we've just gone over. And now this is the final thing that we're going to talk about when it comes to any sort of trend changes or any sort of structural breaks, which is the change of character. Now, or abbreviate to a CHoCH. If you've traded smart money before, it is very, very likely that you've heard this term before. Now, from all the experience that I've been in lots of different places and communities and people on Instagram, a change of character is by far the most overcomplicated concept in the whole of the smart money concepts, different things that we have, okay? People overcomplicate it, and if you're finding a change of character really complicated and you're struggling to identify a change of character, you are more than likely overcomplicating it and making it too complicated, because when I say it is so simple, it is so simple, and we will see that. So if you've got in your head now saying I'm really struggling to understand what a change of character is, or you know if this is a change of character or not, when we go into the application video, I think we'll really go on and show you the difference between the breaker structure, the internal structure, and then show you a change of character and how they differ from each other, and how we use when we get a change of character compared to an internal break, compared to a swing structural break, how we understand what each one means, and how we use it within the market. So what you can see here now is we've got a bearish change of character to the left, and we've got a bullish change of character to the right. So this market structure that you see, or this price action or data that you see on the screen, will look very similar to swing structure, right? So you could say here now that we have a higher high, a higher low, a higher high, a higher low, and a higher high. So what would we expect in a bullish market? A new higher low before a new higher high, right? But what do we get, right? We get a break of the high, and then instead of putting in a new higher low before a higher high, we put in a new lower low, lower high, lower low. So you can see here what has happened. The trend has shifted from bullish to bearish. You can see bullish market structure, and then instead of putting in the new higher low before the higher high, we get this break, right? And this looks similar to potentially a breaker structure, where we're going from a bullish structure to a bearish structure. But what we've got to understand is that a change of character is simply that first initial trend change within the market, and we identify these with wick breaks. These are not breaks of swing structures, but it is all the same similar concepts where we are changing from either bearish to bullish or bullish to bearish. So all we're looking for in a bearish change of character is when we've got bullish market structure, we are simply looking for that first initial trend change where we see the high go, and then break, and then the low go, right? Because what's happened here is we've had a shift from bullish to bearish. You can see here that if price was to continue bullish, we'd put in a new higher low before a higher high. But all we've done is we've taken the high, okay, and then we've taken the low, okay, and that is all it is. It's a high that gets taken followed by low that gets taken. It is nothing more than that. You can see what this has done. It has simply changed the market from going bullish to bearish. It's gone from putting in bullish market structure to bearish market structure, and it's that first initial trend changing switch within the market. It is nothing more than that. And vice versa for a bullish change of character, it's exactly the same thing. You can see when we've got bearish market structure, we know that we are consistently taking out our lower lows whilst the lower highs remain protected. So if this bearish market structure was to remain, we'd expect to see a new lower high in the market before a new lower low. But what happens? Price comes and takes the high. So all we've done is we've now gone from bearish market structure to bullish market structure. We've taken a low and then we've taken a high. That is all that is happening. It is either a low get taken followed by a high, or a high followed by a low get taken. And we want to see these with a wick break. And this will make a lot more sense when we come into the application video, But just to summarize, a break of structure is a break of swing structure, which we've identified. An internal break of structure is a break of structure that occurs within swing structure, but does not change the overall direction of the swing structure. And then a bullish or a bearish change of character is that first initial trend change where you see price go from bullish to bearish or bearish to bullish, and we use wick breaks to identify these. So I know that doesn't look too easy to understand without the charts, because it looks very similar to a break of structure and an internal break. It's the same similar concept, but obviously we're using it in the right areas, and they are different. They do have their differences. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this over to the charts now and apply what we've just learned onto the charts to give you a better understanding of how it works.